Hello, today let us discuss about the digestive system. Digestive system is helpful for the processing of food substances. It absorbs the product of digestion like nutrients into the blood. It provides the environment for microorganisms to synthesize some nutrients such as vitamin K. It also excretes the unabsorbed materials. The digestive system consists of alimentary canal, which is the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and the anus. Then salivary glands. We have three salivary glands. They are parotid, submandibular, and submucosal glands. Then pancreas, liver, gallbladder, and the peritoneum are included in the digestive system. First, let us see the mouth. It consists of lips, cheeks, palate, tongue, teeth, muscles, and the maxillary bones. It helps to chew the food. Salivary glands are present inside the mouth, which produce saliva. These contains enzyme amylase. It is also called as ptyalin, which helps in carbohydrate digestion. Around 15% of carbohydrate digestion is taking place in the mouth with the help of salivary amylase. Next is esophagus. It is a hollow muscular tube which is around 10 inches long. It carries food from the oropharynx to the stomach. The lower esophagus has a sphincter just above the stomach. It is called as cardiac sphincter. This prevents the emptying of gastric content into the esophagus. Next is stomach, which is a J-shaped organ situated in the abdominal cavity. It has cardia, fundus, body, and the pylorus. There are some mucus glands which is situated in the stomach, which provide an alkaline protective covering to prevent the autodigestion. The stomach secretes gastric juice, which contains water, hydrochloric acid, pepsin, and some intrinsic factors. In stomach, the chemical and mechanical digestion is taking place. The hydrochloric acid helps to kill the microorganisms and break the food into small particles. It provides a chemical environment in the stomach. The pepsin is the chief coenzyme of gastric juice. It converts protein into protease and then peptones. The intrinsic factors are necessary for the absorption of vitamin B12 from the ileum. The gastrin controls gastric activity, and the pyloric sphincter is situated in the pylorus. It regulates the rate of stomach emptying into the small intestine. Next is small intestine. It has three parts. They are duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. These has the opening of bile and the pancreatic ducts. The pancreatic juice contains amylase, maltase, lactase, sucrase, and nuclease. Also, it has enterokinase. These activates trypsinogen into trypsin, and it helps to convert the protein into amino acids. The liver produces bile. These bile stores in gallbladder. It enters into the duodenum for digestion through the bile duct. These bile helps to convert the fat into small molecules, and then it is converted to fatty acids and glycerol by the help of lipase, which is present in the pancreatic juice. Finally, these are absorbed by the villi. The villi are the finger-like projection which is present in the small intestine. It helps to absorb the nutrients from the food. It has blood capillaries which helps to absorb the fatty acids and glycerol, and has lacteals. These are the capillaries of lymph which helps to absorb fatty acids and glycerol. Next we have jejunum. It is about 8 feet long and followed by ileum, which is 12 feet long. Small intestine ends in cecum. Next we have large intestine. Ileocecal valve present between ileum and cecum, which prevent the emptying of the content of large intestine into the small intestine. It is about 5 feet long and it helps to absorb the water and eliminate waste. There are some intestinal bacteria seen in large intestine which plays a vital role in synthesis of vitamin B and vitamin K. The large intestine includes colon, which has ascending, transverse, descending, and sigmoid colons, and it ends in rectum and followed by anus. There are anal sphincters which control the anal canal. Finally, we have peritoneum. It lines the abdominal cavity. It forms a mesentery and supports the intestinal system. Also, it helps for the blood supply. I hope you understand this video. If you like the video, please like, share, and if you want me to update any new topic, please comment below. Also, don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell button. Thank you.